For years, NCIS fans have asked one question: why is Timothy McGee still here? After everything he's been through, after being underestimated, passed over, overshadowed, and stuck in the same position for years, why didn't McGee ever walk away? Now, NCIS Season 23 may have finally given us the real answer, and once you look closely, everything about McGee suddenly makes sense. This was never just about loyalty, it was about fear, identity, and the one thing McGee may have never admitted to himself. Timothy McGee has quietly become one of the most important characters in NCIS history. While names like Gibbs, Tony, Ziva, Abby, and Ducky often get the spotlight, McGee has been the steady backbone of the team for years. He entered the series as the nervous rookie, constantly teased and treated like the inexperienced outsider. But over time, he transformed into one of the smartest, most dependable agents the agency has ever had. He survived dangerous missions, cyber threats, kidnappings, betrayals, personal loss, and constant changes in leadership. He outlasted almost everyone. And yet, despite all of that growth, one thing never really changed. McGee never moved forward. That's what frustrated fans for years. While others got promoted, reinvented themselves, or walked away to pursue something bigger, McGee stayed in the same lane. He was trusted enough to lead missions, skilled enough to solve cases nobody else could, experienced enough to mentor younger agents. But somehow, he remained the guy everyone relied on without ever receiving the title or position he truly earned. For most people, that kind of stagnation would have been enough reason to leave, but McGee didn't, and Season 23 may have revealed why. This season brought massive changes to NCIS. The team dealt with dangerous cases, internal chaos, emotional fallout, and the devastating death of Leon Vance, which left a major leadership void inside the agency. But hidden beneath all the action were quieter moments that said even more. McGee reflected on people who had left the team to chase something new, especially Ellie Bishop, who walked away from certainty and stepped into a world of danger, secrecy, and the unknown. McGee respected that choice. But the deeper meaning wasn't really about Bishop. It was about himself. For the first time, it became clear that McGee didn't stay because he lacked ambition. He stayed because NCIS became more than a job. It became his identity, his structure, his safe place. Leaving it meant stepping into uncertainty, and that may have always been the one thing McGee feared most. That's what makes him such a relatable character. He isn't reckless like Tony. He isn't emotionally distant like Gibbs. He doesn't chase chaos. McGee values stability, family, routine, security. Even when he wanted growth, he only looked for it inside NCIS. He wanted promotion, but within the system he already knew. That says everything. McGee wasn't trapped by the agency. He was trapped by fear of the unknown. And that's something many people understand in real life. How many people stay in careers, relationships, or routines, not because they're happy, but because change feels scarier than staying stuck. That's why McGee connects so deeply with fans. Then Season 23 added another shocking twist when McGee discovered he has a son from a past relationship he never knew about. This wasn't just drama for the sake of drama. It symbolized something bigger, the past crashing into the life he carefully built. McGee has always lived in a controlled, measured world. But suddenly, life handed him something unpredictable. A son, a broken agency, the death of Vance, a future with no clear structure. Everything McGee depended on began to shift, and for the first time, he may have no choice but to evolve. Now fans are asking the biggest question of all: who replaces Vance? And honestly, one name makes more sense than anyone else: Timothy McGee. He has the experience, the loyalty, the intelligence, the respect of the team. He understands both traditional NCIS values and the modern digital world. Most importantly, he genuinely cares about people. That's leadership. For years, McGee being overlooked felt frustrating. But if Season 23 was designed to break his comfort zone and prepare him for something greater, then everything suddenly fits. Maybe the writers weren't holding him back. Maybe they were building him up. McGee doesn't need to become the loudest character in the room to matter. He never did. He earned fan respect slowly through consistency, growth, and loyalty. We watched him go from insecure rookie to husband, father, veteran agent, and now possibly the future face of NCIS. After losing so many iconic characters over the years,